So we're out here today to perform the pump test on the well that we just hydrofrac'd, and we're going to use a new type of drop pipe that is called WellHose, and you can find that at wellhose.com. It's supposed to be more of a DIY application, a whole lot easier to install and remove, and basically anyone can do it themselves. So WellHose had actually sent me a free roll. I've already used it one time and I had pretty good results with it. It went in real smooth, came out real smooth. But we fracked this well the other day, and the homeowner wants to know exactly how much water that it makes. So rather than putting in a system, taking it back out and rolling it back up, we're going to put it in with the WellHose drop pipe here. And basically the well driller that drilled that well didn't hit hardly any water or no water. He didn't leave any information on it, so we had to hydrofrack it. Unfortunately, their drilling setup is only equipped to go 400 feet. So they didn't have any luck. So they hired us to drill over there. You can see in the background, we're drilling over there because we have the capability of drilling a 800 to 1,000 feet if necessary. But this video isn't going to be about that. This is more going to be the install of the system on the WellHose and their setup. What we have here, we have a 3/4 horsepower, I think that's a 12 gallon a minute pump, and we have their pump centralizing device on it right here. This is going to keep the pump central to the well. So this is part of what you get in the WellHose kit. You can get this pipe here like 1 inch, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, all the way up to 2 inch. You can get it from lengths from, I guess, 50 foot, 150 foot, all the way up to 300 foot. But if you're interested in the WellHose, check them out at wellhose.com. I'm going to go ahead now and we're going to hook all the system up, roll it out, hook the wires up, and get this thing installed. So Justin's going ahead and he's going to drag all my wire out. This system's going to go in around 190 to 200 feet. Alright, so we have the provided nipple that WellHose gave us, stainless steel nipple, and we have the pump centralizer here. We're going to go ahead and thread on our 1.25 inch coupling. Now the nipple they provide and all that they provide is out of stainless steel. And then the fittings that are on the end of the WellHose are corrosion resistant nylon, very strong. Go ahead and tighten this up. Now if you were installing this for your home, making it more permanent, if you were going to purchase fittings, I would recommend getting, a stainless steel coupling. Now what I have is brass. It's what I had in stock, so that's what I'm using in this instance. But this is going to be for testing the well to see what the gallon per minute flow is, and this pipe is perfect for that because the ease of installation, it goes in very easy and it comes out very easy. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the pump and we're going to thread it on the end of the WellHose fitting. Nice and tight. Now it's time for the wire. Alright, so the next thing we have to do is our wire splice. So we're going to put our heat shrink tubes over our pump leads. Do our ground first, separate these away. Keep your splice right in the middle. Try to keep that as straight as possible. Then slide the heat shrink tube over the center. feather the flame back and forth. You gotta be careful because that's real hot and real sticky. You do not want to touch that. I got a spot here. Want to make sure it's closed up on each end. Alright, we're gonna go to number 2. Make sure it's straight, make sure it's in the center. Alright, now we're gonna let those cool off for a minute before we wrap those with any electrical tape. Alright, so these here are provided with the kit. These are your wire straps. This is what's going to attach the wire to the well hose as it goes down the well. These allow the ability for the wire to slide through the pipe, because right now the pipe is flat. So once the pipe becomes pressurized, it needs to be able to swell and become round. So that's what these are for. Instead of using electrical tape, we're going to use these. Now, WellHose says in the instruction we need to allow 5% wire to pipe, because the pipe is going to stretch a little bit once it hangs vertical in the well. So we're going to have a little bit more wire than we do WellHose. So since this is going to be roughly 200 feet, I'm going to shorten the WellHose 10 foot. That way we're going to have 190 feet of WellHose and we're going to have 200 feet of wire. That's going to allow roughly 1 foot of slack in the wire every 20 feet. And we're going to go ahead now, we're going to put these wire straps on. We're going to put them about every 12 foot. And we're going to leave about 6 inches to 8 inches of slack in between each one of these to compensate for the pipe stretch. Alright, so we're going to pull a little bit of slack. Let that go there. This is the second time I've used these, so bear with me. We're going to take this, we're going to wrap it around. We're going to stick it through. That kind of like ties a knot onto the wire itself. And then we're going to take it, loop it over the pipe, go through the strap, pull it, run it and cinch it, and we're good. And we have a little bit of slack. I'll show you. We have a little bit of slack in our wire. We're going to continue this all the way up. Got them laid going all the way up. Right now, these are their fittings. These are glass reinforced nylon. Real good fittings, real solid, real thick. Corrosion resistant. I had to cut the well hose and shorten it a little. But look at that, fit beautifully. And then if we use the clamps that they provide, they're also made out of a similar product with stainless steel hardware. So you don't have to worry about any of this rusting or corroding down in the well. All you need is a 5mm Allen. Alright, our final step is going to be to put on our well seal here. I'm going to put a little bit of this Teflon thread compound over top of the threads, over top of my Teflon tape. I'm going to take our well seal, thread that on just like so. Okay, nice and tight. Take our wire, run it up through the well seal. And the next step is to install it. Now if you order some well hose, they actually have this listed on the WellHose website. This is going to be easy for installation. If you've seen my other videos, I have a similar pulley set up, but this one is specially formulated for the WellHose. So basically you have your 6-inch well casing. It has this little lip right here and that tongue goes right there and locks on. And then when you install the pump, the pipe and the pump and everything goes right over this wheel. Makes it easy coming out, and it makes it easy going in. Only thing you have to do is run a ratchet strap from here all the way around to here and lock it on firm. Alright, so we got the pulley all installed, got a ratchet strap around it, got it nice and tight. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the pump and give you a quick overview, a quick shot of what we got here. So we got our wire ties roughly every 10 to 12 feet. And we've got a little bit of slack in the wire in between each one. It's supposed to be your 5% compensation, the distance of the wire versus the distance of the pipe. You can tell up here how I got a little bit more wire in between each loop. That's going to compensate. As soon as it goes in and the system starts to hang vertical, the pipe is going to stretch and the wire is going to pull tight. The idea is you don't want the wire to pull so tight that it actually pulls your leads loose. So that's why WellHose wants 5% extra wire top to bottom. All right, Justin, let's go ahead and grab it. Let's go ahead and drop it in. Show you all just how easy this is. One person can do it. All right, we hit water. Got about a 45-foot static level. All right, just rest it right there for right now. And we'll pick it up and we'll take the wheels off. All right, it's just that easy. System installed on the WellHose. Actually went in very easy. I'll be kind of excited to pull it back out to see how easy it is to come back out. But what we're here to do is perform a pump test. So we have to hook up our wires and run the generator for a few hours. All right, now that we've allowed the well to recover, water levels came back up, we're gonna go ahead and pull this system back out. We're gonna see how easy the WellHose is coming out of the well. We know that it's simple to install, so we're gonna go ahead and attempt to pull it out. All right, guys, go ahead and lift it up and drag it over. Don't trip over the wire. What would you say, Justin? Pretty easy?
Ain't too bad.
Ain't too bad? Okay. I just can't stand here and let everybody else do the work, so I'm gonna go ahead and pitch in. Yeah, I'm gonna say this ain't really that bad. Whew, my legs are burning. That's it. All the way out in 1 minute and 55 seconds. You notice how the wire kept nice and tight. We allowed for that 5% extra wire like they recommend, and the wire is beautiful. Cool. Yeah, everything seemed to be just fine, kind of how we had it in there originally. If I were to do this permanently, I would put a bunch of these within this section, but because we did it for a pump test, we only put one every 12 foot. So yeah, that was great. All right. Glad we got that out of there.